Hello, my friends, and first of all, I want to thank everyone who is contributing their energy for these readings so they can actually take place because I read from your energy. With now over 4,200 subscribers, I also have to take in account that you're probably watching what your partner is doing and you're probably checking any other partner that they might be interested in. So 2 or 3 times 4,200, so we are talking about over 12,000 people energy that I have to kind of like absorb in order to give you these readings. So for those who are new, and for those who are old and who didn't do it so far, I suggest you also check your ascendant reading, Venus reading, and Mars reading in order to get sort of full picture from all the sides. Why? Ascendant is what is the face we put forward. Really, ascendant is not exactly as that sign, because the sign is the sign. This is your life path. This is determination. Ascendant is the face. It's like, let's say you hate red, but you wear red, and everybody say you're a red person, but really you are not. You're just wearing it. Venus is going to show who we really want to get, who we actually really attract, and what kind of vibrations we emit. So we will really get the feeling of how it is coming across. And Mars is really the person we want to marry. So if you're checking on this guy or a gal and you really want to know if you are in tune with who they really are, go and get on one of those free chart sites and check their Mars sign and check that as well. So this way you kind of like really understand all the influences. Next, there are 2 specials this month. Cat Tarot knows X spread. So if you want to find out what your ex thinks and wants from you, if he even thinks about you, why he disappeared, why she's gone, why they behave this erratically, or if you're reuniting, and how to go about it. Do you communicate? Do you not communicate? What went through their head? Some people really want a closure and they want to go back. Some people have on and off and want to find out. This is great. Regular price for this reading is $60, but right now it's $45 for the entire month. So take advantage of it. After the reading, you get your coupon and then you're good to go. So there is another special, which is like astrology special. So if you want a natal chart, you get your PDF for about 50 pages or more for $50. And also you can check the other readings. Some of them are really, really in-depth, like Fly on the Wall gives you everything about you, your past life, your soulmate, everything you really want to think of. So for that, check my website www.cattarot.ca for more details, and also you can find there how to order. Also, all these details that I'm mentioning are going to be down there in the description. And lastly, and this is a goodie, until the end of the month, liking and following my Facebook page will earn you entry for a 20 minutes free reading. So if you haven't done it, please jump on that bandwagon because the draw is going to be end of the month. Thank you very much, and let's jump. This month we are entering Taurus reign. Hi Libras, this is your monthly, so don't run away. I am again testing new spreads. I'm doing generally what we are doing, but it's again going to be 3 levels, double Celtic cross, and then we are going to go to Lenormand, and we are going to go to Gypsy tarot spreads in the end. So kind of like this is double check, triple check, quadruple check, and everything. It's actually more than double check because I'm always drawing a qualifier. So let's jump right in, Libra, and see what is in for you. Calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. And the bottom of the other deck, King of Pentacles. So kind of enjoying this earthy luxury fashion that's really typical for Libra. Kind of like reviewing the labor of the kind of like benefits of your labor, seeing where basically you are. All together looks like this whole Taurus thing. You will feel like real Taurus, right? And see how it goes. Hi Matrix. Well, that's different. So Safi up to this point was visiting, and now we have Matrix. Hello baby. Hello. Say hi. Yeah. Where is your girlfriend? Where is your girlfriend? Huh? I am reading. Do you want to do tarot reading, sweetie? Okay, this is all black. Hi, Chevy. Hi, Matrix. Okay, Matrix. Now I need to go. Need to go, sweetie. Need to go. He wants to cuddle now. Isn't this nice when they feel energy, Libra? So he is clearing all your energies here. I think this is really amazing. And I wonder if he's going to let me finish without much struggle here. Okay, let's see. Can I go ahead, sweetie? And you can kind of sleep somewhere, please? Just sleep on the side. So what did you, Libra, bring from the past here? Okay, let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others, and the Hanged Man. So basically, things had to be reviewed from different situation, and this could be some somebody was spying, or something has happened that kind of like blindsided you and made you kind of like stop and pause. And you have been very broken-hearted, and you kind of like fall back onto people who love you the most, your friends, one kind of like rotating kind of like core in the life, and you're asking them for 180. How does it look? Well, this is really interesting that you have Knave of Swords here. That's that ultimate stalking. Somebody's checking what's going on YouTube, on Facebook, social media, drive by the home, and it's this broken heart, healing, slightly healing, but you know, it's still there, it's still piercing. It's kind of like the feeling of rejection, I would say. What else are you bringing? Wow, new love at the same time. Right, you're not finishing something and you're starting something new. And the something new is really not exactly in balance. You have this Six of Pentacles with it, and it says here, a new person has stirred your romantic feelings. Well, this card here talks about, well, this is all great, but you know, let's make sure this is kind of equal, give and take, you know. What will I get from all these toys, right? What is in it for me? Because you see here, you know, two of them are trying to get something from this kitty, and here kind of like everybody's losing the point, right? So this new love is coming with the choice, literally the choice. Like you have a Two of Swords reversed, which kind of talks about let me just pull it. Talks about going blindfolded, like, right, going tightrope, blindfolded, but somehow falling off, somehow, you know, not really sticking. It looks like the lesson hasn't been painful enough for you, Libras, to really learn. And this is Libra. Oh, I breathe love and live for love, etc., etc. But almost looks like the pain, and this is you, Libra. It's kind of processing something on a mental stage. This is kind of like almost thinking, okay, it's going to be better this time. But even though this is 6, by the way, and it's reversed, and this is 6, and we have 2, so you're kind of like giving yourself false hope, and you think that you're going to resolve the past by doing this thing now. So let's see how wise would that be. So the starting point for you, Libra, is what you should have learned from the past. And look at this. Look at this. You're not going to believe this. Love yourself first. Not going after new love. This should be your new love, you. And it says, your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. It's coupled with losing passion. So obviously, you have to remove the passion from everything, because passion sometimes makes us chase other people, or get involved, or suffer, or feel connected to them. Right? So yeah, you are not charging ahead, like you're literally staying within. You're staying within and charging your own cup. Your cup got empty. You had nothing to offer. Everything was detonated for you. This was somebody put the distract button. And right now, you know, you have to figure out how to charge it, and you're charging it. And guess what? And again, allow yourself first, free yourself. And free yourself also from anxieties that you suffer with it. Sort of like this kind of connectivity with this person, wondering why that happened, trying to answer questions, reliving the situations in your head. Because you know what? I always have an issue with that. And I know it's easier said than done. Okay, so let's say somebody does something really bad to you. I think it was one Buddhist proverb, or not proverb, like a mini story or something, because apparently Buddhist monks are not supposed to touch anybody. So I think 2 Buddhist monks were going, and one was an apprentice of the other wise guy, and they saw a woman struggling to get on the other side of some kind of muddy kind of brook. So the older monk just basically grabbed her and carried her through. And the other one like freaked out. Oh my gosh, you're not supposed to touch her, you're not supposed to touch her. And isn't this like basically what is a tenement of basically our belief, etc., etc. And the other one was just not replying back. And the whole basically trip, the whole walk back to their temple, this guy's going and going and going. And at the very end, the other guy goes, you know what? I dropped her a long time ago and you're still carrying her. So this is basically it. Sometimes we get injured and we carry that. And now it's not anymore that they are the abusers. We are self-abusing ourselves. So free yourself from those thoughts, guys, okay? You see, you go back to the situation, you right? And this is exactly what I was saying. Look, you create that situation for yourself. How to stop it? Stop it. Distract yourself. You're humans. You have the power of yourself. This is devil. And oh my gosh, everybody's getting devil. This is Mercury retrograde. We all want to do things that are completely out of our personalities. Like the cat is not supposed to be a dog or a rabbit, right? You're a cat. You are supposed to be who you are. You cannot behave differently. You just have to figure out how to be the best within what you're doing. So it's basically releasing yourself from this, what is kind of creating discord. And guess what happens also when you think negatively? It is bizarre. I'm not a supporter of thinking positively. Let me put it this way. Not that I'm not a positive person. I believe in that. But if you do not troubleshoot what's wrong, you cannot kind of go. If you kind of say, oh, the ship is going to make it, it's going to make it, and it's full of holes. It's not going to make it. You have to be able to look at the holes to repair them and know what is needed. So right now, please repair the holes instead of jumping in a new love. So what is on your mind? Healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. And then you have Queen of Pentacles reversed. Now this is interesting to me. I saw it when it was kind of like placed there, because you had a King of Pentacles here, but this Queen of Pentacles is reversed. So this basically is telling me that somehow you're taking it very superficially. I do know that you Libras like luxury. I know this kind of Taurus period is going to be just really interesting for you. Just buy anything you want, but do not buy any electronics or cars. Healing family issues is a really favorable period during Mercury retrograde, because everything that has already existed in the past is coming to the surface, and this is why this is happening as well, right? Now this is talking about the most superficial part of yourself that you are kind of presenting to the world, or maybe you're thinking this is the way to go. But the truth is, in order to heal everything, in order to know how to go forward, you literally have to cover all these holes that you have in your ship in order to travel this path further. And look, you currently, you don't have tools to manifest. This is used car. Oops, I'm not going to say this anymore, because I was being told by somebody who is actually selling cars for a living, please not to do that, because it has bad connotations. But so do like tarot readers. Many of them, even here on YouTube, they just have no clue what they're talking about. They learn one phrase or two and they keep repeating them. The key with tarot is not only knowing the cards and living the cards yourself, and just there you having about 5 to 7 years of life. It's also basically knowing how to put them together, and kind of it comes with comes with age, unfortunately. So you cannot win in everything. So this basically talks about a person who is always presenting themselves as an expert, who, so it's again falseness. It's some kind of superficial way of looking in at Libra. It's you're not supposed to take these things on the surface, right? Because here is no, I know, kind of like claiming this expertise where there's no expertise. You didn't go deep. You just literally put the makeup on and the pimples are still down there, right? Yeah, and it's, yeah, that kind of solution is not going to be stable and it's not going to give you any sense of control, right? So now 2 major arcanas in feeling family issues. This is screaming, heal me, heal me. Right in front of you, see, you're getting a charge back, which is kind of good. I like that. There is like this feeling of love. There is this feeling of something is in the air. Spring is coming, right? And look, engagement. Let's charge ahead. This is passion. Lovely, lovely card. Oh my gosh, this deck is rotated just because of this card. I cannot stand the phallic symbol card. I can't stand it with this big, enormous wand. But this instead it's saying, look, something old that died, but it had the seeds in there that actually did manage to get something new. So what can better talk about growth and vitality and something that can sprout out from the old, right? And engagement is on your mind, but the point is like there is some kind of brutality in that. It's almost like combination of the cards is almost telling me that you're just forging ahead and not listening. So that's the superficial approach, but trust me, I mean, it's your life. Do whatever you want. I'm going to be doing lots of readings if you just keep doing that, but it can cost you. That can cost you. You're hoping for the best. It's your intentions are really romantic. You're walking this tightrope, but ask yourself if this is the real thing, if you're really connected to this person on a normal level, or is this like this kind of like burning desire, I have to be, because if it is, trust me, this is not the real thing. That's what they tell you in the movies, that's what they talk to you about. Twin flames and whatnot doesn't exist. Absolutely not, does not exist. And don't convince yourself. In fact, we are on this planet not for living a great life, but for learning lessons. And the better we become, the more we are able to assist the others with their lessons. So thinking that a person here is so perfect for us, they're perfect in respect to helping us learn a lesson, or we assisting them in learning their lesson. So the devil sometimes mean we are completely acting out of their own personality, right? Where others don't really see us for who we are, and we actually teach them a lesson, and maybe like their story about us is not our story about us. And this is what basically entire concept of karma is. Going through it, we kind of sign up on a package deal, and now we are trying to make the best out of it. Maybe we got crappy food ticket on this kind of like life travel, and we are trying to figure out how do we actually upgrade, right? And this is the whole point of karma. So you guys are trying to bypass and have a shortcut here, and shortcut is like, you know what, I don't care, I'm just going to put a blind eye, and I want my love, I'll get married. It's not a problem, Libras, you're very attractive, especially now in the Taurus period. But look, it keeps telling you that deep down, if you really think about it, you know that you need to have heart-to-heart conversations, honestly discuss your feelings with each other. And here, you know, there is old things also that are working, which you kind of find solid. Like he has a pentacle. This is wand card, right? But he has a pentacle standing. So these are old things. And you have pentacle here as well. So saying, don't really jump into new adventures. Just first pause. Think through it, right? And again, heart-to-heart conversations. There you go. You will be thinking through it really deeply, and then, you know, you'll be able somehow to get out of the process. And this kind of means charging ahead in a kind of non-conventional way. You have the Hierophant reverse, or this could be talking to someone who basically doesn't want commitment, who is on the crossroads, kind of like looking into this matter. Maybe this is what this is all about. How others see you. See, others are telling you, look, wait for it, don't rush into it. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Be happy being single. This is literally what it's telling you. And Yeah, Knight of Chalices. Like, I mean, this is not the one. If you guys already have somebody, it's saying your friends or your environment is telling you, oh my gosh. Yeah, and you know what? Friends are the best predictors of the future success of a relationship. Did you know that? And the good friends, let me put it this way, because sometimes if you have a false friend who is just going to tell you and sugarcoat things, this is not a friend. Because as Aquarian, I can actually really teach you and tutor you on value of friendship. This is the only relationship on this planet that exists solely without any interest. There is no sexual interest, there is no interest of bearing children, there is no any interest other than you want to be with this person. So if somebody wants to be with you, just make sure that, again, there is no some interest, such as like, maybe you're more popular, maybe you're prettier, etc., etc. There is this exchange which currently you don't have, right? So that should be this balance and exchange. You give something to them, they give something to you. There is kind of like this kind of glue and altogether kind of understanding. So friendship is a quality relationship, really high quality, and that's why it's nurtured. And they say you have only few friends in your lifetime. But here, these friends that you have and people who you have around you, they do see that you will be much better off being single, because you have here Knave of Chalices. So some offers are here about relationship are maybe either not, they're asking you to reject it. They are saying to you, this is not the one. That's how I see it. This is not your knight in the shiny armor. Fears and hopes. Well, this could be the one. See, you just keep going with your stuff. No, I'm getting out of this cold. I did think through it. You have already met the romantic partner you seek. And yeah, you're going to charge ahead no matter what I say, no matter what anybody else say, right? Even though you do know there are kind of certain issues in here, but you will feel victorious going ahead and somehow feeling accomplishment. Or this also can mean being a center of attention. This also means being very sexually attracted, which we are going back to it. You're letting your hormones to rule this thing. So, you know, what do you think if you wait 6 months or a year? What do you think it will change? That he will run away or she will run away? So if that's the case, what makes you think he or she is not going to run away after being married? It's just going to be harder. So where is this heading? Back to codependency. You're starting and finishing this reading with codependency. I'm sorry. I know this is going to get lots of thumbs down, and I don't care. If that's what you feel, that's fine. I'm just telling you what the cards say, and I'm giving you advice which could be appropriate, because this talks about three-party person. Three-party, there is teamwork. In non-dependency, it should be equal give and take. And you have this pattern here, 3, that is not shared. And then you have it here. Then you have devil here, and you have codependency here. Take it or leave it. Leave it thumb down. Move on. Take it as an advice that this is a time to really, really go deep, not to take it superficially, because you might end up yourself in a three-party situation where somebody's going to take you for granted and you're going to be really, really hurt and really backstabbed. So, Libra, this is the first part of the reading. So, and this doesn't have to apply on everybody, of course. There are so many Libras and energies here, and each time when I said you, this can actually mean your partner, because this energy flows in kind of like both directions kind of thing. But now we are going to see if we can capture more and more information by doing Lenormand spread. So let's see. First, we're going to take Libra ladies. And I'm going to do mini grand tableau, as I call it, where I actually really want to see the whole situational influences, not only the emotional processes. So let's see Libra grand tableau for Taurus period. Libra grand tableau for Taurus period. Libra. There we go. It started. Always seen upright, so don't mind me flipping. Yeah, like love is on your mind, Libra. Of course it is, and messages and romance, and you're saying to yourself, oh my gosh, it's such a lovely weather and I want to do it, and commitment here, we had engagement there, but you have this, and guess what snake means? And you have mountain with something blocking the new progress. Then you have a sky, something will be cut off. Here you have that reunion. Yeah, you really want to marry in a hurry. This very thing that is betraying you. There is the guy. There is the guy with a ring. I'm going to move this all up, I guess, to be easier seen. Okay, so all I can say is this the marriage you want? Is this relationship going to make you happy? Because it is in the cards. It is in the cards. It's a new beginning, and you might get what you want, engagement, and then you're going to maybe get pregnant, or maybe this is just a new thing, new love, talking about it, and it's going to hit the mountain. And this is an obstacle in the spread. Tower here is not a tower as in tarot, so not to worry about that. And it just shows you really want to just put the anchor down. You do want it. This is kind of like very, very strong. So this, and this tells me marriage. This tells me somebody from the past, and this is mirroring this guy. So I'm wondering if this new love is actually old love. I mean, the core here for you, you live in this, it's okay, it could be different Libras here. It's not necessarily the same story, but there is still some betrayal that took place. And it could be that you have been betrayed out in a relationship already. This could be a woman or a man, both, or it could be your partner, that some betrayal happened here. And it was something that shook stability of relationship. But somehow, given that your Libra has been maybe resolved, maybe patched. Here I see the bear and the tower. That's kind of like dealing with institution and kind of like exact things. The bear talks about the finances, and this is kind of government and some messages about love and new beginning. And that combined with the ring again can tell me the marriage. But then again, like you're ending up in this mountain. You're ending up in the skies. And you're ending up with the lilies, which is something that is dragging forever. But that kind of could also indicate old partners. It can indicate somebody with gray hair. It can indicate winter. It can indicate somebody you met in winter. But then when you see here, where we see this tangent, the lilies, the garden, and the gentleman, somebody, you know, that you date or dated who maybe betrayed you, you know, with whom you really want to see this home, and there is this communication about that with him. So some of you might have a relationship that just needs improvement, because in this direction you have something old becoming new. In this direction you have possibility of being let down, because you have a snake in the skies knighting each other. And you will actually find out, you actually still don't know everything. You will get some information from somebody. But that's not going to deter you. You will continue forging ahead until you hit this mountain. So talk to me about this mountain when you get there. Because I also see that you're not going to hear the word of what I've just said. And you're just going to go ahead. And you know what? For a while, the ride is going to be really nice. It's going to be loving, dovey feeling that your Libras like to experience. And since I'm ascendant, I kind of sometimes ride the same kind of like horse. And then, you know, when the poo-poo hits the fan, you just like wonder what the heck has happened here, right? And lastly, let's figure it out with Gypsy spread and see what else we can find out. Okay, Libra ladies or Libra guys. So this could be one storyline, and let's see what happens. So So since I'm always putting the cards upright here, I will actually give you a few possibilities, and sometimes they're positive, sometimes they're negative. Okay, Libras. Libras for Taurus transit. Give me what's going to be happening for Libras. You see joyfulness and falseness. False joy. Three-party here again, just like we had in tarot. Something happening, turbulence. So that's the heartbreak that you had. It kind of like left you hurt, and you really tried really hard not to really look into the harm it has done. And I get it. This is kind of that survival, that really not going really to the point that really needs to be clean. And I think this falseness is talking about you lying yourself, about you being fully happy, because you really want to go there, but this happiness is left in the past. And you have two cards that are showing three people. One is joyfulness, and then another one is joyfulness, pleasure seekers. So basically could mean that they were like somebody lied to you, and that kind of like brought this significant amount of distress, and rendered you feeling, oh my gosh, what do I do from now? And kind of like some of you are still balancing yourself out, thinking through this whole process, right? And yeah, tormenting yourself to some level, but forgetting to look. You see, she's looking this way, he's looking this way, forgetting to look that actually there are some happy breaks in this, and that's kind of like free yourself, give yourself this ability. So some of you are still really recovering, and there is still kind of this kind of burning from inside. That's that. It's not exactly meaning devil, but it's sort of like the same feeling that you have, like this burned down, and now you're trapped in there. So let's see another storyline. Let's see a gentleman, or this could also significate you, or it could significate your love interest as well. And then in the end, I'm going to do basically married and taken, so we can even compare that. So let's see Libra guys or Libra women's interest. Of course, this can as well be you. So let's see what is going to happen for this period from April the 20th to April the 21st to May the 20th. See, end of something. Again, very similar configuration. Whoa. Look at this repeat. I can't believe it. There is this repeat, toss, this and this. So 4 cards out of 8 are repeat. So very similar flavor. So that could mean to me that, yeah, this is talking about this reunion with someone, because the flavor is very simple. See, this is somebody who, lost wife or lost a partner, and now is actually finally able to put their face to the world and kind of like go and attend to the grave. So it is somebody who is still thinking about the old relationship basically, and hoping for resurrection, and hoping to be really lucky. Well, not getting lucky literally, it's sort of like hoping that something, maybe they're hoping that you will surprise them. It's certainly connected to the intimacy and the friendship, and I can see it was a turmoil. This can mean complete loss of love, relationship, and again you have thoughts, kind of something happened that everybody was shaken up to a point of, I don't know where to go, what do I do now? And as you had friends to go and fall back to and to rely on. And yet it could mean also, if I look at these 3, 4 cards, 5 cards, it can be seen as, okay, somebody wants to kind of rejoice, somebody wants to kind of refresh this intimacy and kind of like put this kind of like troubles behind. But this means also somebody from your past coming. And just beware, because this person has this ability to kind of really burn down the things. And lastly, let me see the couples. And couples, and it's all people also who are on and off. It's also good to see both. And as I said in my intros, guys, check Venus and Mars and Ascendant, because all of this applies. You see, I see myself in this a lot, right? So now we have a wife and Lord. Generally, these are just all significators. They're representing people in relationship, right? Married people with kids, or doesn't have to be with kids. It's just a significator, right? So let's see what is in the store for them. For Libras, taking Libras in relationships. So we have the first one out, so I guess we are ready to start. The third person. The fourth person. Fifth person. Sixth person. Oh my gosh, this is verving with people. Okay, so this guy, or this could be you ladies as well, one partner, let's say, who is there, he does have other things on his mind. So he has like 3 different ladies. So there is like somebody is a really, really big player and taking that really easy and proclaiming possible loyalty and hope to his partner, who actually is waiting for him and kind of like not even clued in about what's happening, because look at these 2 sides. It looks like she's a little bit depressed here because she has Melody and a doctor and waiting. It's kind of all together. When I kind of like summarize it, it tells me depression. It's could be hope, it could be hopelessness if I was reading this like the other way around. This is faithfulness, right? Or maybe she's getting hints that certain things are not working out here, because of course it's a general reading. I am just looking at the upright positions, but the combination can be anything. It could be she's not waiting anymore. It could be, you know, the loyalty is questioned, hopelessness, and the hopelessness will kind of make more sense giving this kind of depression. So hopelessness and waiting at the same time, that's kind of like what kind of puts you in a limbo, that kind of thinking. But here I see coming up is despair, right? Like, it's actually the card of jealousy, which is called in some decks. And look, this guy is holding on a chair. I think that's a very significant detail in this card. Well, this deck is not playing so much on symbolism like tarot, but you know, I really don't care, because I did find my own meanings to these cards. So I'm seeing this as, look, he really needs to be supported. This is like let your friends help you. So if you're married and if you have children, this could be your child. This could be you as well. This could be just you, because it's mirroring card and saying, you know, you're wondering how things used to be. Look, at the rose has fallen, the ships have sailed. Look, but she's still waiting. And she's kind of dressed halfway black, not all the way black. And there is handkerchief in her, basically, arm, if you see. Or sorry, I think it's the letter. That she's still kind of like living the things that has happened, that kind of like fulfill her. But there is a new person here who, you know, one partner can be very jealous of, or that could be a cause of a rift. And this could be that person is waiting for him in the bushes. And it could be that your child, or it could be that your partner is also going after somebody younger, significantly younger, and kind of like giving, could be a middle-age crisis over here for some. Kind of like, oh my gosh, I'm still young, I still can do it. Oh my gosh, look, I'm going to the gym. Literally, that's what I see with this butterfly over here. I'm so ready to lift off, kind of a thing. So butterfly is a big confusion with despair, because one is like, I'm in lightness, another one, this is nothing but light, right? So waiting and sights are also very similar in flavor if you really think about it, right? Only thing waiting is like, oh, I think it's going to happen, and this is like kind of, I'm wondering if it's ever going to happen. Kind of different flavors, right? But much different flavors. But then, you know, there are other people who seem to be like really also reading and getting the messages from one of the partners here, and one partner in this relationship will become aware of that, and yet will try to sidetrack this whole relationship and save it because of the children, which we have seen over there. So again, Libras, this is a situation that can be resolved. It can be resolved. You have to take care of yourself. This is like a big message that I'm getting over here. Take care of yourself. You have to restore hope and faithfulness, not in him, but in you. You have to grab that feeling of lightness. You have to grab this feeling of understanding. And if there is something going on here, let these things go on and see what happens. You literally cannot make people stay with you. And this is a very destructive, like destructive emotion. So I don't really know what's going on here. It's for some of you Libras, for some of you taken Libras, marriages will need repair, to say the least. Really repair. And it is repair over something that has happened, and it is repair over the third party that's obviously still going on, and that's how I know it. This despair card is here. So I guess you guys will let me know, and for private readings you can contact me and we can go in your particular situation. Thank you very much, and I love you. Bye.